individuals that were in phenomenal shape. There's certainly other ones that could have been in better shape.
What is up, world? Welcome back. Charge the Game podcast, and the Los Angeles Fakers are already off to the races, blaming everyone for the Lakers' demise except LeBron James. Luka Doncic, why don't you step right up as you are contestant number one in this whole blame scandal? I mean, what did you expect, Luka Doncic? Did you seriously think or thought that with this trade happening, that you were going to be any different from any other players that have played alongside LeBron James? Let me guess, probably not. You probably did not see yourself in this situation, being eliminated in the first playoff series, but yet here you find yourself being the blame for the debacle, right? And guys, you guys notice that the media isn't taking any of this into consideration of LeBron James is doing, right? What are you going to say? They traded Anthony Davis away. This is why they failed? No. I told you guys when this first happened in crunch time, I did not think that this would work. LeBron James just doesn't have the legs that he once had, right? We know that Luka Doncic got traded literally harboring an injury. So I didn't expect much from Luka Doncic. I do feel like, besides his physical features, he seemed to become a little bit smaller. I heard a report the other day where I can't remember if it was Stephen A. Smith or someone else or Jason Whitlock, but they read an interesting stat that Luka Doncic, man, his rookie year dunked 25 times. In the last 2 years, he's only attempted a dunk twice. Now, that's saying something about the physical, but we all know that it was going to be a trade-off with Luka Doncic. Like, we knew that Luka Doncic was going to be terrible on defense, but an outstanding offensive player that he has been. Yes, we saw the injury. We saw how he was laboring from the hard foul committed against him, in that last game against the Minnesota Timberwolves. But I got to give Luka some props, man. He's working with what he could. But I will say, this definitely makes Nico Harrison look more and more like he did the right thing. Now, that being said, we got to go and discuss LeBron James. So no one's talking about LeBron James in his fourth quarters. I mean, this guy's supposed to be the GOAT, right? I mean, you guys put this man on such a high pedestal, and the moment that this guy loses is always someone else's fault. You guys have two of the best IQs in basketball. LeBron James can't complain too much about his playing time when he labels himself as the greatest of all time, one, and two, that he's the king, right? So LeBron James, who checks himself in and out of games, we don't want to hear that excuse that he's being overplayed. LeBron James wants to be overplayed. LeBron James isn't satisfied taking a bench spot. He isn't satisfied coming off of the bench. He wants to be there every step of the way. I mean, you guys see all over these sports shows the way that they are talking about Luka Doncic, right? Deservingly so. But in my opinion, they won't address the elephant in the room. And in my opinion, guys, I think that the Lakers need to have tough conversations around LeBron James. Luka Doncic is 26 years old. It is not going to work with LeBron James being one of the dominant ball handlers. Luka Doncic isn't going to be able to settle in the way that he wants to when you have someone like LeBron James with all of the status and drama and toxicity that comes with him. Luka Doncic can already see right now you're being scapegoated already. Half a season in, you're being scapegoated, and LeBron James is walking away scot-free. Typical season-ending LeBron James style, right? The Lakers need to seriously trade LeBron James. It's to the point where the fan base is crying out for it. Luka Doncic isn't going to be able to take over the team and wreak havoc the way he was able to with the Dallas Mavericks because of this. Not to mention, you guys could have literally had a center, a backup center, a decent center. Well, there's a Bronny James floating around the roster, and somehow, some way, it's mandatory for him to not be with the G League and to take up a roster spot where you could have given that to a veteran. Seriously, Dwight Howard could have done something in this series. The veteranship, the experience, having that championship DNA with the Lakers when they won in the bubble. You guys can't tell me a Dwight Howard, JaVale McGee wouldn't have been able to take that roster spot that Bronny James occupies. But lo and behold, you don't want to disappoint the king. because most of what happened with this Lakers season, the antics, the drama around Bronny James, around Quincy Olivari, the guy that they shipped to the G League, who was clearly a better performer than LeBron James' son, and we all know this, it was just too much. You got discombobulation with the players. A lot of players don't like what was happening with Bronny James. Some players were frustrated, and it just creates a world of chaos in an organization dealing with yours truly, LeBron James. It's everybody but LeBron James, right? Luka Doncic is getting a taste of what it's going to be like to play with LeBron James all the way into retirement. In my opinion, I think that does Luka Doncic a disservice, guys. He deserves a clean slate. He deserves a team of his own, and not with a guy like LeBron James, because no one is going to be able to play the way that they want to play with a diva-esque leader like LeBron James, and which is why you see that Golden State always seems to magically go further at the end of the year, all into the postseason, because their leadership comes through Draymond Green. Steph Curry is allowed to just have a free-spirited existence, and everyone shows up to help perform, and it makes a better collaborative team effort. With LeBron James, you know you're going to be blamed. You know you're going to be the guy that's looked at sideways, which is why a lot of players look different when they decide to play alongside LeBron James. Next up, we have JJ Redick, who we all know is LeBron James's podcast partner. This guy only got the job because he threw Darvin Ham under the bus. And by the way, guys, Darvin Ham made it to the Western Conference Finals his first season. JJ Redick got eliminated in the first round. His rotations were horrendous. He caught a lot of flack. The guy was disrespectful to the media. He's arrogant, emotional. But apparently this is what Pat Riley was, because this is who they comparing him to, right? But let's listen to who he subliminally, indirectly is blaming.
In an off season to be in championship shape. And, you know, we have a ways to go as a roster. And certainly there are individuals that were in phenomenal shape. There's certainly other ones that could have been in better shape.
Luka Doncic are you sure this is what you want? Because before they give you this extension, and when they give you this extension, you have the right to say, I don't know if this thing is going to work with JJ Redick and or LeBron James. Like, I feel like Luka Doncic should have that right, because he's going to see quick and early, that JJ Redick is doing what he got to do to cover his ass, and LeBron James is doing whatever he has to do to cover his ass, right? So that's JJ Redick pretty much subliminally throwing Luka Doncic under the bus, because he wants the organization to say, hey, not only did we not have a big, LeBron James was ready, even though LeBron James didn't play his best. Luka Doncic, well, we could have probably made it further if this guy was in shape, as if the Lakers did not know why the Dallas Mavericks were making this decision in the first place. And we're going to make a video on whether the Dallas Mavericks and Nico Harrison made the right decision, because looks like they did. Okay, looks like they did to me. But, you know, JJ Redick, LeBron James, this is what's to be expected with them, Luka Doncic, right? Until LeBron James is gone, then you're going to be the it star. Maybe the blame won't go on you, but the Lakers have a lot of serious things to discuss when it comes to, you know, LeBron James and Luka Doncic, because I just don't foresee this working with two guys who play similar styles. That's just what I think. But anything is possible. Maybe during the offseason, your boy Luka Doncic, he going to get on the weights with LeBron James. He going to take a little bit of that Palco. And then he might get right. And this is what LeBron James has on the current status and state of the Los Angeles Lakers. Quote, "That ain't my job. Luka knows how I feel about him, and ultimately that trade happened for the future, not for me." So was that shade being thrown by LeBron James that, you know what, you guys wanted this, don't cry about it. Luka knows that I like him. I obviously think he's an outstanding player, but deep down, I think that LeBron James is looking at this like, I had to worry about AD with injury, and now I have to worry about Luka Doncic with injury and whether or not he's going to be in the best shape to even play. And I can't even blame LeBron James with it. So it seems that things may not end with LeBron James retiring as a Los Angeles Laker here. I mean, you guys let me know what y'all think. I could be wrong. He's 24 years old. I'm 40, so he can't be basing his career off me. That's just real. Okay? So what are you guys picking up here with LeBron James? Is he staying? Is he leaving? We're going to make a video about that as well. But I want you guys to see how the media, LeBron and JJ Redick, are literally railroading Luka Doncic, you know, throwing him under the bus. I think I saw a post where Luka Doncic is even saying, like, you know, I could have been in better shape. These are things Luka Doncic knows. On the other hand, yes, they are scapegoating you, Luka Doncic, and you can do better. You're making millions and millions of dollars to stay in shape. What's been working obviously isn't going to continue to work because in the postseason, players are going 100%. So if you're not in shape, then you're just not going to be able to keep up. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree that Luka Doncic is being scapegoated? Do you think that he is the sole reason and the only reason why the Lakers have fallen apart this season? Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Once again, if you guys have found any value to the video, make sure you guys smash that subscribe button. Also, like, share, and hit that notification bell for more future content. Thank you guys, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.